Hello everyone, this is AR. Today in the video, I'll show you how to edit animation in Unreal Engine 5 version. That means you have some animation and you want to edit it. Either you created the animation yourself or downloaded it. I'll take for instance just an animation that already exists in Unreal Engine with standard monitor. So, it's located in Content, Characters, Mannequin, Animation, Equine. Let's take and read, for instance, a step. So we're opening an animation here. We have an animation just walks, steps. So let's pause. Look, for convenience, we need to see the bones. So characters, bones, Alright, and here are our bones. If we turn it on, we see which bones go where for us. I will start by showing a simple animation on how to improve it. For instance, we have this character and we need to make it so that someday turn head to the right. We are selecting the bone we will work on, checking. Yes, this is the bone. Then I create a key at the beginning. Here's our start. Then I place it at the end, create a key, and somewhere in the middle, just turning my head to 40 degrees. Handing over the key, look what we've got. Our character just walks and turns his head. So, there are situations when you have an animation, like for example also a step. For example, like a patrolman who walks and just looks to the right and keeps walking. To refine it's great, so we don't have to export this animation to any other program that you might not be familiar with. Yes, to study it further, you can edit the animation. It's already in Unreal Engine, meaning you don't have to switch to some other software, learn something new, especially if, as in this case, you just need to make a slight turn. The head or something, I don't know, a finger, yes, somewhere, something. Thumbs up, right? To show in the animation like he's walking, raising his hand, shows thumbs up. That's the simplest way. It turns out the key is at the beginning. In the end, that is, if it's looped video for us, the frame at the beginning and the frame at the end must match to avoid any jerk. For instance, lushk. For example, let's do this. Take this bone like this.
Alright, a bit later.
Created a key. Even with one key, yes, just lift it. For example, if you need him to hold a sword or a weapon longer, just lift it up a bit. Well, if we do it like this. See, twitching occurs because our first and last frames don't match. For such nuances, it's necessary to consider this for a smooth animation, so I'll delete all this. Because we can simply delete a channel. For example, you are working on it and realize that, darn, one bone is better left not moved, because we've already, turns out, there is a main animation to edit, that is, we deleted it. So, let's remove this as well, the one I was making by hand. That's it, here it goes. And let's make a more complex animation, that is, we take, initially, let's start,
for instance, like this, no.
You need to learn, that's what else we have, something like that. Creating a key, let's take a look now. More or less, for example, it carries something. So
not here, not here. Let's raise it here again. That one, this one. Key creation.
It's like eats a carrot. Well, let's say eats a carrot, yes, because we can't show something here. We can add a socket here later and add an object, for example, a carrot that exists the home or somewhere else, just on the way. That is, they just made it on the surface, but our shot, you see, matches just a bit,
just right. That is by
how we find ourselves even here in the first frame and even in the last.
Somewhere around here, right? Monica.
There's a bit of cleverness though. Hold on. Oh. And I'm changing the animation. Look, I'm modifying the one I had. So firstly, of course, make a copy. But to experiment with it, it's simple. Just right click and create a duplicate with Anton driver. You edit it, and I initially edit it. Let's see, it appears here, by the way. See, the head is turning. And I turn the hand up higher, but then the running animation starts because it is used here. Transition from walking to running, well, because we have speed spread out here, we can do something about it. We find our character, so it's an animation mannequin for us. Character. So we need blueprints. He's most likely a third-person blueprint. Here he is. Then we need the max speed. Let's go.
Max. Okay, max discount.
Here is max while sleeping. Let's set it up. 300. You see, he's walking. Our animation is being played out as he walks.
Just in block points.
The label says it accelerates. Speed gets used to the threshold and it's already running. So you see, we've already made an animation of our character walking and turning,
it's
right?
not mandatory.
It must be
A
like
character.
that with any object. You can create an animation with a discount, as I showed in the previous video. Meaning you can animate an object and then edit it.
Anytime you need.
These are the possibilities available. Unreal Engine already has it built in. Feel free to use it, as I mentioned before. Especially handy for tweaking an animation just a bit. To create an animation from scratch, actually doing it. Of course, there are specialized programs that make this much easier, but unfamiliar with them, and animation isn't your main focus, but just need a couple of animations, then freely
do one challenge.
That's all for now.
Hope this video was useful for you.
Subscribe to the channel, hit the likes, leave comments, and this is Air. Make games. Until we meet again.